Hello everyone and welcome to the Active ETF educational video. My name is Alan Green and I lead the ETF business at Dynamic Funds. I've been in and around the ETF business my entire 18-year career. The Canadian ETF market is a $350 billion player in a near $10 trillion global ETF industry. Despite being a relatively modest percentage of the overall global ETF market, Canada's really punched above its weight in terms of ETF innovation. Canada is the birthplace of the ETF market, with the world's first ETF being created back in 1990 and listed on the Toronto Stock Exchange. In 2000, we created the first ever fixed income ETF, and then shortly after, the first currency hedged ETF. Now, for the bulk of the 33 years that ETFs has existed, the vast majority of ETF assets were in passive, market cap weighted strategies, along with the reputation that ETFs are strictly passive instruments, which is now a myth. We've seen an incredible amount of evolution in the types of ETFs that exist. We've gone from those basic market cap strategies to equally weighted strategies, to covered call strategies, to smart beta, and now to full fundamental, actively managed ETFs, which are getting a tremendous amount of attention amidst the volatility we've seen in both the equity and fixed income markets. The Canadian ETF market, including us here at Dynamic, have been leading the way in bringing fundamental active management into the ETF market. Offering high conviction active management in an ETF wrapper is highly unique, considering that ETFs are still known for being primarily index replicators. The ETF segment now allows the ability for investors to access active management through the flexibility and convenience of an ETF structure. Now, if you look at mutual fund data, there's a lot of evidence that Canadians actually prefer actively managed investments over passive. Hence, we see it as very beneficial for investors to have active management as a choice in the ETF segment. Canadian ETF industry trends are showing that more and more investors are using actively managed ETFs as building blocks in their portfolio. This trend is also expanding into the United States as investors are continuously looking for solutions equipped to handle market volatility and drawdowns. Also, actively managed ETFs are evolving within themselves, and this is apparent with the growth of actively managed liquid alternative ETFs. To conclude, actively managed ETFs are growing rapidly in both Canada and the US. As financial markets grow more complex and investors get increasingly sophisticated, it makes sense that the growth trend in active ETFs will continue going forward. Thank you so much all for watching.